Hello, YouTube! I'm Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Airborne Kingdom. Yes, another new game! This one I've been keeping an eye on for a while, since the PC Gaming Show a little bit earlier dropped their trailer, and yeah, I like this one. It is a adventure city builder with a very, very unique aesthetic to it, and some very unique city building mechanics that you don't see in other city building games. So without, you know what, I'm not going to blab too much explaining what it is other than the genres. So let's start a new game and dive right in.
In a bygone age, a kingdom existed like no other. This kingdom did not anchor its power. This kingdom took to the skies. The Airborne Kingdom traveled to every kingdom on the ground, sharing knowledge, culture, and tradition. Its great council guided the lands through a golden age. Yet, long before even our elders can remember, the Airborne Kingdom vanished. The people sought to continue their harmony, but self-interest began to overrule. The land's 3 regions slowly isolated. Trade, travel, connections all unwound. Kingdoms contracted, and small settlements nearby were nearly wiped away. Bygone times turned to legend. But in the tapestry, we found instructions. A blueprint to remake the technology of the ancients. A prophecy to restore the Airborne Kingdom. There was but one belief we had wrong that day, though it proved vital. For such a finding was no chance at all.
And we have liftoff. All of our painstaking efforts have succeeded. Our home flies. Yet this is only the beginning. To truly rebuild the ancients' vision, we need to find every kingdom upon the lands and befriend them as common allies. We also need inhabitants to form our great council in this new empire. We should start with the kingdom of Rutola, not far from us, and the only kingdom we know. But first we must build houses and find supplies. Alright, so welcome to the Airborne Kingdom, where our kingdom is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a kingdom that is airborne. And that's the main gimmick here, is that our city flies. Our city can move. And we need to be mindful of some of our design decisions when building our kingdom. Now, first things first, we've got our base town center here. We've got a couple of resources we need to keep in mind. Couple old standbys: food, water, but a couple of resources that we need to be mindful of that normally you don't need to be mindful of, like lift. How much lift does our kingdom have, and how much weight can it support? at the moment. Our speed, factoring in drag, how much coal we have, which if you run out of coal, you fall to the ground and, well, guess game over. 'Cause, yeah, splat. Plus a bunch of other Adobe, iron, canvas, a bunch of other more advanced resources we'll get into later. So, without further ado, let's get some stuff built, shall we? I think we shall. Now, we need two main things at the beginning. We need housing blocks, because we got 9 people, but nobody has homes. Each housing block houses 1 person. But here's the thing. See how when we're putting stuff on, actually, before we put any of that, let's get some paths going. Let's go ring around the rosy here. See where it says no tilt issues? Yeah, that's another thing that you need to factor in, that you don't normally have to factor in with city builders, is where you place your buildings going to cause the entire kingdom to lean too far in one direction, because that can cause serious problems. So yeah, we got our roads down, and I gotta say, the ancients are pretty clever folks for inventing like an entire building that can fly, but it seems they did not yet invent safety railings, because this gives me a little bit of agita. Content warning if you have acrophobia. So, to move our kingdom, we just simply right-click somewhere, and our kingdom very slowly trundles its way over there. But we can continue building while it moves. We need a hangar. And I found that hangar right here is really good because this is where all the goods get brought. So it's very quick for that to be brought up here. Now for our housing blocks. I think I'm going to put them up here. 1, 2, and then maybe. All right, we got a couple houses built. We also want to send a bunch of people down. So how do we get more resources? Well, that's what this hangar is for. We have a certain number of little aircraft that go flying down to the ground, and they run down there, buzzsaw up some trees, and these little light craft can somehow bring lumber back up. Also, these guys are the most accurate stunt pilots I've ever seen. Being able to reliably land on this little tiny ramp without, like, there is not, to my knowledge, a risk of them crashing. So props to the pilots here. But that's how we get resources, not just wood. But wood is what we need at the moment. Yeah, let's do. We're tilted a little bit. As you can see, we're 1 degree to the front. We're a little front heavy right now. But it only becomes an issue if the weight becomes way too overbearing. And we'll build stuff around to sort of balance things out. But for the time being, I want everyone grabbing as many. We want to strip this forest bare. All right. Let's see. Well, looks like we got some water and more trees up here. So we've stripped this place barren. Might as well move on. And that's the thing. The light aircraft can will catch up with us. All right, we've depleted the forest. It will be replanted, so it'll eventually come back. Now we have this little oasis here. That's something else we need. We're only at 13 of 30 water. So let's get, say, half of our workforce on there. The other half going on here. Getting more trees. Oh yeah, we need more. Let's we're still short a house, so let's get those built. I want to make this front section my housing district. And that should get everybody nice and happy. And you can see with these little red balloons, these are sort of indicators of how many of our workers are going back and forth gathering resources. Love the music in this game, by the way. Just freaking love it. All right, and we got our people's happiness up to jubilant. In the early game, just having enough houses for everybody and obviously enough food and water for everyone is enough to make them jubilant. Later on, they get a little bit more demanding, and you need to start building more amenities and what have you. All again while keeping track of your lift and your propulsion and your tilt, and yeah, it's almost kind of like a puzzle game. But it's not strictly a puzzle game. It's a city builder at its heart. All right, we can hold 30 units of water. We might as well let them do their thing. All right, we can. If there are any outstanding, they'll come back for it. Let's head toward here, because here we have a coal deposit. Let's get 3 people going for grabbing us coal. We'll top off on the coal. Got to make sure that we're on that. All right, we're full up on water. Good. I do want to strip bare. All right, yeah, we only needed one trip of the coal here. All right, now we've got quite a bit of things. We need an academy. The academy is what what researches things for us. Yeah, and all right, yeah, we're still a little heavy, but again, I have other items that I want to build that is going to balance us out over on this side. All right, the forest has been stripped bare. And we have our first settlement here. We approach a hovel on the edge of nowhere. Some settlers may wish to join us, leave the land's toil behind. Settlers, by necessity, are hard and tireless. I recalled my own home just abandoned. The people here would have to uproot their lives soon, like we did. All right, so a few of the settlers seems intrigued by our vision, but they want assurance that they're leaving for a happier home. Their sun-caked faces were as hard as leather. Most workers ignored our presence and continued their thankless tasks. But a couple people have loftier goals. So yeah, we have to meet. So one person if we have mediocre happiness. Next one is if we have satisfied happiness, and then the last person won't join unless we are jubilant, which we are jubilant. So we have all of our peeps. So we got 3 more people. Of course, adding 3 more people, we need homes from them. But we also need to open up our research tree. Now, the first thing they're suggesting we do is research the Adobe kiln. This is what allows us to turn clay into Adobe. So yeah, let's do that. That takes 2 hours, and not real life hours, in-game hours. But in the meantime, let's build more houses for them. Those should be built shortly. Yeah, I know some inhabitants don't have homes. We're working on it. I like how they move the clouds out of your way when you're trying to look down at the ground. So let's go over here. Oh yeah, so up here we can get 3 people to the thicket. That'll get us 6 food. Thickets are where you get food from. And we have a clay deposit. We can get 3 people over here. Because while we don't have the tech for the Adobe production yet, we can still pick up the clay, and we can put that to use. Oh, we also have a relic ruin over here, so we can send a worker over there to pick up relics of old. More on what relics do shortly. Now, we could build some storehouses for our materials, but I think we've got enough for what we've got for now. 4 relics found in a nearby ruin. Excellent. All right. Why don't you split the difference, move between these two places? Oh yeah, we can strip all the people out of the thicket because we only need 1 delivery of food from the thicket. We'll put the rest of the people on the clay deposit, just so we can strip that bare. All right, Adobe Kiln. What else do we want to research? There's tons of things you can research. In fact, you can't even start half of these researches until you've got the blueprints for them. So for now, let's go with some of the basics. I like this one, stacking housing blocks up to 2 stories. This allows us to not sprawl quite so wide. And we can stack our housing nice and tall. But over here, the Adobe Kiln, well, we need more woods for it, but that's okay. Let's just strip this forest bare. How's our coal? Coal's going good. The more propulsion and more tech you have, the more of your coal consumption. So, it might look like a little drip feed now, but as we grow bigger, so will our hunger for coal and water and everything. So, keeping this thing aloft now, probably a little easy. Keeping it aloft later on, probably going to get harder. All right, and we also need 3 free people. We'll have all of our... I'll pull some workers off of the forest once we get enough here. One, 2, 3. And yeah, we just need the... There we go. Now these things, and this is the reason why I was keeping my housing in one big clump, is the people do not like to be in the red ring. This place spits out a lot of pollution. So I think if we stick it over here, yeah, it seems to want over here. So that should help us rebalance it. Actually, what we could do is just push our luck as far as we can. Yeah, like right here. And then we just don't build any houses closer to this area. Let's make our way over here, actually. And get some of our peeps over here. Because, yeah, we're just about done stripping the forest bare. We'll leave 1 person on it, and then put the rest on the clay deposit. Aha! There's the Kingdom of Rutola. And I like it because, like, this map is not random. They kind of seed the resources for you, but it gives you what you logically need go on your way there. But you don't want to just park it and sit there forever. But you also don't want to just zip along and miss things. So, but the longer you take to get to your destination, the more your resources you burn up along the way. All right then. All right, so I think we're good for the moment. Yeah, let's wait for our people to return. The Kingdom of Rutola. To fulfill the prophecy, we must have Rutola allied with us. Our machines awe the crowd and give an audience with the Queen. We may seek ancient blueprints that we combine our own knowledge with to make wondrous technology. Our maiden arrival to Rutola was more dire than we had expected, for their kingdom was further in ruin than rumors had ever told. Alright, so we gotta help them out. They seek our assistance. They seek our assistance with an important task. The Queen tells the great conservatory is in ruin. Only we could find the resources and lend some of our workforce to its reconstruction. Completing such requests is the first step to gaining a kingdom's trust, and eventually reconnecting them together, establishing the prophecy once more. Alright, so we need 10 wood, which we've got. We also need 2 adobe, which we just produced. That's why we needed the adobe killed in order to do this. And we got to send 2 of our workers down there, but for 1 hour. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, we gotta chill nearby. We don't want to abandon our workers. Now, the other thing we can do here is look for blueprints. We search for technologies in the depths below Rutola. We must pay to have them excavated and work in the sky. We must research what we find further, but these would be a start. So here we have a fan. Generates lift to keep us aloft. Average cost, average fuel, 1 worker. Provides 20 lift. And then the ore generates propulsion. Low cost, no fuel, 1 worker, low speed. Yeah, you know what? Let's get both of these. I like the fan and the ore. This gives us a means. And then the last one is the glass smelter. We don't need that immediately. Alright, so we got to chill nearby, but waste not, want not. We still have some workers. Let's see. We could get 1, 2. 2 workers going to the oasis. Get us some water. I also like it that the numbers are printed down here to tell you how much of a resource is left in a particular area. And we can even see the progress bar of the conservatory. Alright, they're back. What else can we get? Oh, we can do 2 workers and top ourselves off on coal while we're here, while we wait. Might as well. Might as well. Almost done. Did I mention this game is pretty as all heck? I think that's what they're building up there. Yep, conservatory is complete. With our resources and labor, the conservatory is again whole. Upon seeing our efforts, a couple of locals join our cause, agreeing to take part in the Great Council. Yet the great conservatory is still withered, its grove rotted. The queen asks us to find a sapling from the golden trees of Kaldar to replant their once bountiful gardens. The exact whereabouts of the trees are unknown, but their rumored location is marked on our map. When we understood the queen's need for the conservatory, for its magnificent grove was a symbol of unity, and the Rutolans would stand with any queen who returned its glory. Alright, so we've got our goal here. Ooh, more relics and more forest too. Alright, yeah, let's get you guys back. Let's get ourselves over here. And we have 2 new people. We need 2 new houses. Like that. How is our tilt? I mean, yeah, there's going to be 2 people unhappy with that. But they should be pretty good. Okay, good. Let's send 2 people off to top off our food. And send someone to go plunder those ruins. And yeah, we're going to want to strip this forest bare, because, I mean, and that's quite a lot of forest, too. Alright, 4 workers found, or 4 things found in the nearby ruin. We can pull our workers off of that. And just redirect all our workers to stripping bare that forest. We might as well hover right over the forest to minimize the time it takes them. As you can see, as we're building buildings, our lift is, we're getting closer and closer to our lift. And we're also slowing down. We can only move at 46% of our fastest possible speed because our kingdom is getting so heavy. So yeah, those fans and propulsions, those are what's going to speed us up. And that's kind of why I was investing in those. I do want to finish this upgrade to the housing block because we might as well finish it. But once we've got this all stripped bare, and actually we can pick up that now do I want for some extra storage buildings? No, I think I'm going to save up for when we research our propulsion, because I want to increase how much lift we have, but I also want to increase how fast we go, because speed is key as well. 27. All right. We're still stripping this bare. We have a general storage of 100 miscellaneous resources, not counting food and water and coal. But we can hold enough of the essentials. And everybody is working tirelessly, and we're making more adobe too. Because that just gets transmuted over time, but it takes time for all that raw clay to get baked. But baked it shall. All right. Oh yeah, derp. We can. All right. Open research tree. Yes. Let's actually let's get propulsion first. All right, and we have stripped a nearby forest bare. Yeah, I put it on high speed, and I should have had that. I should have had that going the whole time. All right, let's check the map. All right, so they want us. So we're going to be heading to the east, slight northeast. So something like way over here, past the kingdom. Let's see here. Food. 2 people. Water. 2 people. Just top it off. No reason not to. Coal. 2 people. It don't cost nothing to send the people out. That's what they're there for. Be efficient. I'm all about the efficiency. And what I think I'm going to do with the houses, I'll finish this last 4 block as we get more people, obviously, and then I'll start stacking them up. Yeah, food storage is almost full. We just need to top them off, that's all. Yeah, we definitely want our propulsion here. But we're almost done with it. You can see the progress down here. All right, generates propulsion. And then while we're at it, let's get the fan. All right, now let's see what we got here. So 5 wood, 5 adobo, and we need a worker working it. And it looks like they have to attach to the sides. That's fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build 2 of them because otherwise it's going to become rather unbalanced. One nice thing that they let you do is move these things. So I think I'm going to move this here because if I go here, yeah, we stinkify one of these. Although if we go like that, it destinks it. All right, hang on. So I want to extend these out like this. And we'll move you like this. All right, here we'll stick you here for now. All right, we're moving right along. All right, got one ore. We're gonna put you over here, and we got another ore right here. And that should keep everything nice and balanced. Well, also speeding us up a little bit. And yeah, look at our speed go. Actually, we could do with a couple more of those, but I want to make sure we can get our fan going too. All right, anything of interest around here? That's just the oasis. Ooh, unknown settlement. More workers. Could certainly use that. Unknown ruin. Yeah, I want to put the I want to get the lift fan first up a little because we're getting pretty close to our lift potential. But at least this is helping us go a little faster. We are still jubilant here. So, yep, and yep. And yep. Alright, let's go see what these ruins are. Fan researched. Excellent. Now what else can we do? Make the kiln more efficient. We could actually, yeah, less food per household. I think that sounds pretty good. Alright, lift, the fan, 5 adobe and 15. So where can we place this thing? Heavy tilt. Yeah, we're gonna need... Oh, no, actually no, that's actually pretty good. Alright, so it has a small yuck area, but not horrible. If we put one on this side, then yeah, that actually balances it out pretty nicely. But we do also want to get some housing blocks for our new people. And now we can go double-decker here. Alright, let's get that relic ruin while we're at it. Alright, where are we in relation? Alright, we are south. Okay, so we need to head north. Alright, we got everybody in houses now. We're leaning a little bit, but not too bad. I might get another pair of oars here. Just so we can go top speed. Hang on, let me pause real quick. Just because I wanna do this properly. So if we put a path here, and will that let us... Can we stack the ores like this? Alright, so we probably need another... Or actually, you know what? Yeah, let's... So what happens if we do something like this? Alright, so we do one over here, but then we do the same thing on this side. This is why I was waiting for it to... Oh wait, we need 5 adobe. We have the raw clay, right? Yeah, just barely. Alright, yeah. We'll just start with the paths here. Alright, now we can proceed. Because, yeah, 2 more ores, 1 on each side, would help us reach max speed. Let's get a little... Let's top off ourselves at the thicket. Ooh, I think we found the Golden Grove. Yeah, I was about to say, it's a nice gold-colored tree. Small grove, brilliant golden tree, surrounded or ruined by from the ancient empire. Nowhere had anyone seen trees of such magnificence. That they emerged from the empire's ruins added to their wonder. The scene brought us to our knees. These are the golden trees of Kaldor. We harvest a sapling, careful not to disturb the grove that remains. We must return it to the kingdom of Rutola. Alright! Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Kingdom of Rutola is, yeah, over there. About face! Okay, let's get our propulsion cooking here. There we go, no tilt issues. We build them 2 at a time. And that'll have us going a lot faster. Still wouldn't want to be the guy that has to walk all the way out here. And not to mention, these each employ a worker, so you got some schmuck inside this building heave-hoing to row through the sky here. Alright, we have run out of clay, so we're going to want to be on the lookout for more clay. Yeah, they'll come back. Alright, all of our others are doing fairly well. The Rutolians have begun to replant their great conservatory. As it flourishes, new groves spring up nearby, which we can harvest wood. A few more Rutolians also join our cause. With the grove replanted, the Rutolians are convinced of our prophecy. They agree to ally with us. To seal our legion, we must build a skyport to connect to their kingdom to our own. And we need 10 adobe. Alright, we're going to need more adobe. But while we're here, let's get the glass smelter. Actually, we seek to trade to buy clay. Yeah, because there's water, there's like a butt ton of water nearby. So we can sell a bunch of our water and then just harvest up more of it. Wait, are we... I mean, yeah, we could just buy adobe. Yeah, this costs a lot more. It's a lot cheaper just to buy the clay and make it into it. Yeah, no, we'll, Alright, we got 3 more people. And yeah, a bunch more. So you know what? I think we're going to put a cut here. In our next episode, we see if we can't scout out some clay somewhere. Actually, it's right there. There's some clay. And grab our clay, get our skyport built, and ally with the first of the 12 kingdoms. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!